Hey guys, I know this looks a little weird, but this is something new to my channel. I usually just do reviews, but this time I wanted to do a makeup tutorial inspired by the e.l.f. Ursula palette, and it looks like this. I'm just using these colors and one other color from the Urban Decay original palette, and I will be using this color right here, this blue one, which is called Peace. And then I will only be using two brushes, which is one of my favorites. It's just a flat push eyeliner brush, but you could also use it for eyeshadows, and a blending brush. What makes this eyeshadow look unique is that what I do over the blue liner is that I will put this glitter liner to give it a bit of sparkle, like the glitter of the ocean. So first off, you want to start off with the NYX or any eyeshadow base that you have, but I'm using the NYX one, the skin tone, and I'm just gonna put that on my eye and rub it in to let it set. Now, what makes this look special and looks like the ocean is that it's the mix of light blues, deep blues, purples, and pinks. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the ocean does have many different colors, but if you do look, it does have like a blue, and the deeper you go, it gets darker, and sometimes you can see purple in it. So first off, we're going to start by taking the push shadow brush, which is right here, and we're going to take the eyeshadow in Peace right here, and we're just going to apply it in the inner corner. Now, the reason I'm applying this in the inner corner is because not only does it brighten the eyes, it makes your eyes open, but it also brings in that sea effect, like you're on the surface of the ocean and then you're going lower and deeper and deeper and deeper to the ocean. Now, after you apply that, you can either blend it out or just leave it right there, which that's what I'm going to do. Now, the next color I'm going to do, since we're only using one brush, you should wipe your brush off just so you don't mix the colors. Now, what I'm going to do is take my e.l.f.'s Ursula palette, which is this 6 eyeshadows right here, and I'm going to take the green one right here. And then with that color, all you want to do is just apply it to your whole lid. Now, I start to the lash line just because the eyeshadow can be a little patchy, so you don't want that skin color peeking through, you know, your skin to show. So basically, you're just going to apply it through your whole eye, or to your whole eyelid, just above the crease, but not too much. You just want to keep it strictly on the eyelid. Now, if it does get into the crease, that is okay, because you can just, blend it, but that's what it looks like so far. I've only used 2 colors, and as you can tell, it does look like water on your eyes. And then what you want to do next is grab your blending brush, which I will be using, and then take the darkest blue, which is right here, and then apply it to the outer V, or you can do the crease first just to get everything blended so you don't have such harsh lines. And the color that I'm going to be using for the crease is this light purple right here, the grayish purple, and then the pink. So with the grayish purple, you want to start off tapping off the excess and just apply it right in the crease. So if you have eyeshadow in there already, it's okay, because it will make the blending process better. And then you just want to use windshield wiper motions and just keep blending until you don't have any harsh lines, and until you get that gradient effect to where it's nice and smoky. It might take a couple times, but that's alright. You don't want to rush it. And the best thing I noticed to make the eyeshadows blend better is to not press so hard on the brush, just lightly, so it almost feels like a feather is going on your eyes. And then as you can see, the eyeshadow has no more harsh lines and is starting to get that gradient effect. And then now that you have the purple set in right there, you want to take the pink one that is right here, right above that purple, and then put it on top, not on top, but over, right above the purple. That way, when you put in your crease color, it looks gradient, so it's not dark and then super light. It's dark, then light, pink, then light. Now for your highlight, you could use a shimmery color, But since I've already have so much going on my eyes right now, I'm just going to use a matte a matte color that's close to my skin tone, just to get, you know, a nice effect. Now as you can tell, I put the pink and it's not overpowering, and it is right above. And don't worry if you are super close to the brow bone, that's what you want, because you want it to go from light to pink. And then you just keep blending until you have what you want and the gradients that you want. And then what you want to do is add the lightest color, which I'm going to use this one. And it is a bit shimmery, but if you put it lightly, it will be enough to give you that effect without putting too much shimmer on your brow bone. There you go. Now if you notice that your colors tend to fade, you can always reapply more to have that effect again, that deep dark blue effect again if you want. Now what I'm going to do next is take my push shadow brush again, and then take the darkest blue in the corner right here, and then I'm just going to apply that to my outer V. And depending on your eye shape, you can either do an outer V or you can do a C. Now, I don't know if you can tell by the lighting, but it is making it a little bit darker on the edges, just like this one. What you do is you go back once you've applied the dark blue eyeshadow where you wanted it to go. You apply it again, and then you just blend the outer color. Make sure that you don't put it too much in the center of the lid. Keep it strictly on the outer corner, just because you don't want to lose the color of the light green that was already in the center of the lid right here. So just keep blending that till you get your desired smokiness. And when you're done, it should look like this. Like that. Now if you notice that the colors tend to look a little muddy, like this one sort of did, what you want to do is take the brush again and just reapply the green. But this time, don't blend so much. Just pat it there. Just pat it right on, and then just leave it. And then the last thing you want to do, and it's optional, you don't have to, but what I like to do to make the center pop, just like this side, is that I'll take the lightest shade right here and put it on the center of the lid. Now I'm not putting too much, I'm just giving it enough to where when you turn your head, the shimmer of the color will reflect from the sun or the light. You just want to put a little bit on the center of your lid, and then that way it's not taking away the color, it just gives it that extra dimension. Now what you can do, it's optional, is to put it on the lower line, just like I have this one right here, the lower line, and you can put it right here. Now it does give it that smoky effect, but if you like the cleanness of that, you can just leave it, which I'm going to do, so you can see the difference from this eye to this eye. And then you see I did a wing. You don't have to do a wing, you can always use powder, but I'm just going to use the liquid liner that came in the palette, and it's like this. It's just a midnight blue. And then the best way to apply liquid liner, if you are new to using it, is wipe off any extra liquid that you don't need, and if it is starts to dry out, you can always reapply more. That way it's easier to control. Now what you want to do is just do standard wing. And it doesn't have to be too big, but you can do it as small or as big as you want. Just make sure not to get the liquid in your eye. And then you just apply as you get closer and closer to your inner eye lid. Just make it thin, and that's what you'll have. You should have that, and if you don't, it's alright. You can do any type of liquid liner form that you like. And then so far this is what we have. As you can tell, the gradients, the pink and the purple with the blue, it should look almost complete and almost or exactly like the ocean. And then what I do to give it an extra twist, it's optional, is I like to put a little bit of glitter. And this came from the e.l.f. Sinisters palette in the first edition, but you can use any glitter eyeliner that you like. I really like the Urban Decay one. And then what you want to do is just apply to the inner bottom. And you could always do the top to make it look blue, like a sparkly blue, and just grab any product or as much as you want. and just apply it. I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but then you just apply it, and then once you're finished with that step, you can always apply it right here to the inner corner, right there, and just add more if you'd like. And then what I like to do is to make it extra pop, to give it that extra pop, is I like to outline my already winged liner. I am running out of the product, so you can't see it that well. But I like just to trace my winged liner. I don't like to cover it, I just like to trace it. So this is the finished product, and you should have that. And if you don't, it's okay. You can make it to however you like. If it's too bold for you, you can always skip the blue and do a light purple and then add blue in the outer corner. Or if you wanted to recreate this look, you can always just copy what I did, and that should be your finished product. Apply some mascara, and if you were to wear this to a Halloween party or be a little bit more dramatic, you always could use the blue to contour your cheeks and even put on a blue lipstick. And that was my first makeup tutorial I've ever done on my channel. I hope you guys like it. Please leave a comment on what you'd like to see next. Like and subscribe. It only takes a second. All you have to do is hit the button, and stay tuned for what I have next.